Hey guys, long time no see. Uh, we've been having a lot of inflation lately, and I'm sure most people are thinking about how can I get this grocery bill down. So I thought I'd share some tips just from my experience that might help. All right, so let's start off. I'm going to call this one number zero. Okay, zero because it's not one that I use a lot. But if it works for you, it's good. What it is using coupons or apps on your phone. They have apps that are sort of, have coupons also, or you can use like a coupon or whatever. The thing about this is you can definitely save money doing this. If you're good at that, if you're good at clipping coupons and organizing all that and doing all that thing, great, do it. For me, it's very time consuming, and it's not necessarily something that works out for me very well. So that's why I put it on number zero. But hey, if that works for you, go for it. Moving on to number one. Number one, this is one of the big ones for me. Buy store brands. We used to call them plain wrap. But the brand that's just, it's not a store, it's not a it's not a name brand. It's a store brand. It's just the one that's put out by whatever grocery store, right? But I know some people don't like this because it doesn't taste as good as the other one or whatever. That might be true. And if one doesn't taste good and you can't deal with it, buy the name brand. But there's other ones that are just as good as the name brands, and you might even find that after a while, when you get used to it, you like it better than the name brand. Just saying. The thing with the store brands is they're not going to be at eye level. They're going to be down at the bottom or maybe up high. They're harder to get to. That's because the name brand guys have paid to have their product at eye level, easy to find. So you see them on TV, you come in the store, you see them on the shelf, you grab them, you buy them, right? So you're gonna have to look a little harder. You're gonna have to reach down. But the thing is like the the store brands can be half the price of the name brands. Okay, so I mean, on some of these items, you could be saving 50%, or maybe not 50%, maybe 25%, but still, a lot of time you're not going to have coupons that give you 50% off. There is such a thing, but not on like all the items you're buying, right? All right, so that's number one. Number two, buy food around the edges of the store. Now, this is how I've heard people say it before, but what this really means is buy kind of like the real food that hasn't been made yet, the food that hasn't been put together in like a TV dinner or something like that. You don't want to buy those. Those are some of the most expensive ways to get food. I get it; they're convenient. If you got the money, go for it. But it's cheaper to buy meat, vegetables, fruit, milk, eggs, things like that tend to be around the edge of the store, not in the aisles, right? And the thing about when you buy this kind of stuff is you have to make your own food, right? So you have to actually cook, you have to actually put it together. But that doesn't necessarily take too much effort. And if you don't know what you're doing, go on YouTube and learn how to cook some things. All right? So that's number two. That's going to be cheaper because it's not pre-made. You pay for it to be made already for you. You pay extra for that, just like if you went out to eat somewhere. All right? So stick to the edges, stick to the regular food, cook your own food. That's number two. Number three, go to different grocery stores. Now, I realize this may be not possible for some people in a smaller town or something like that. You may have one grocery store or two grocery stores, and that's it. I happen to be blessed to be in a big city where I've counted there's at least 10 different grocery stores within a 3-mile radius of my house. I think there's more actually, but I counted 10. If you're in a situation like that, figure out which ones are cheaper for meat, which ones are cheaper for produce, which ones are cheaper, I don't know, for water, for whatever you got to buy. Okay? And then organize your trips so that you go to one store to get certain A, B, and C, and then you go to a different store, maybe on a different day even, to get, D, E, F. Okay? And this way you can find the deals and lower how much you're paying for everything. Okay, I know it's a little more work. It takes maybe a little more gas, but if they're close by, it's not going to be that much more gas or even hassle. All right, that's number 3. Okay, number 4. Make sure that you have a rewards card or a club card if your grocery store has such a thing. Okay, I'm not talking about the ones that cost money for a membership. I'm not a big fan of paying for memberships. The big box stores and all that stuff, they may work for you if you have a family, that's big. You got a lot of people in your family, you need big quantities. But if it's just you yourself, or if just you and your wife, or even 1 or 2 kids, it might not be worth it to buy mass quantities of a whole bunch of stuff. You may get a good deal on it, but are you going to eat it all? And so then it ends up costing you more than what you thought in the beginning. All right, but for the regular grocery stores that just have a free membership or a free rewards card, make sure you have that thing, because if you're not using that thing, you're paying way more than you should. I know it's kind of a stupid thing, because it's like you have to get the card to get a reasonable price instead of paying too much, but that's how it works. So use their system, whatever it is, use the system, and have them for any grocery store that you go to, so you can just pull it out, scan it, or maybe it's connected to your phone number. You punch in your phone number, give your phone number to the people, whatever it is, and use that. That's number 4. Number 5, pay attention to the size or the volume of each item you get. If you notice, like if you go to buy, I don't know, a can of something, some cans might be 8 ounces, some cans might be 16 ounces, some cans might be 6 ounces, 10 ounces. They have all different sizes in there, and it seems to be to throw us off and to confuse us as to which is the actual better price for the quantity that I'm getting. Sometimes this can be really difficult to figure out. But some stores have a little, on the shelf tag that tells you the price, they have a little price per ounce or price per whatever the measurement is. And you look at that and compare those, because that will tell you which one is the better deal to get. It used to be in the old days, if you just bought a bigger size, you're probably getting a better price. It's not necessarily like that these days. Sometimes that's true, and sometimes it's a better price, and sometimes it's not a better price to get the bigger one. Sometimes it's better to get the smaller one. And depending on different sales, one price may be on sale, one price may not be on sale. But look at the price per ounce. That will tell you. If it doesn't have a price per ounce on there, do the math. Bring a calculator with you. Figure it out. It's not too complicated, okay? Figure it out, okay? That's number 5, and that's pretty much what I had for this. You guys might have some other tips or some other ideas. Leave them in the comments. Help people out. That's about it. I'm going to keep it as short and sweet as I can. Nice to see you guys. God bless you. Pray that you can survive in this crazy economic situation. God bless you. See ya.